the Broncos and the Colts, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Off the play fake. Bass. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Trayvon Walker in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pushes him over. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. To throw on 3rd down. Bass. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Colts come in with 2 wins on the year. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. An inside give to Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing on 1st down. Bass. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to get this down near the 25. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Bass. And that will be incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Oh, able to avoid him. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Lawrence on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Dobbins trying the left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Bass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gallagher. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bass. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. To throw on 2nd down. Bass. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bass. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And able to find Alan Lazard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the catch made by Johnson. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Ready?
Lawrence going to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Leo Chanel from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, set.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Block it.
Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Alan Lazard with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense now set to go. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Looking to throw. Bass. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got to hook up to Lazard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Check. Opposite. Hands in. Block it.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. Joe Mixon, close to 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Check, opposite, 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3s already put through the post.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Ready, Rick.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check, opposite. Hand check.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off play action. Bass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will cut the lead down to just 2. That can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Lawrence. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deontay Johnson with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Bass. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A first down carry by Elliott. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Bass. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Broncos on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Opposite. Block it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Check. Opposite.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Block it. Alert.
Now Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Bass. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gallagher. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back to throw again. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Bass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A dump off to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. Bass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.